Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is C and I am a self-taught jewelry maker. Here in this YouTube channel, I love to share everything that is happening on my bench. Right at this moment, you are looking at my living room that is really messy, and right at the corner, I have my jewelry bench where I create everything that is jewelry related. If you are curious to look into my collection, you're welcome to visit my Etsy shop. It's cbju.etsy.com. That's where I put all of my collection. I will put the link on the description below if you are interested to look at it. Today, I am going to share you the footage that was made back in July while I was fulfilling an order of these chunky earrings that I called Selena earrings. Maybe you will guess why I call this Selena earrings, because it's from Selena Gomez. I saw her one time wearing a super chunky earrings and I thought that, oh my god, I'm gonna make the same thing like that. I absolutely love the character of Selena Gomez in Only Murders in the Building, where she only wears chunky earrings. This is going to be a step-by-step video instead of a tutorial. And to be honest with you, I don't know if I'm confident enough to be calling it a tutorial, since I'm also still learning. Well, without further ado, let's visit this footage. For this project, I'm using a sheet of argentium silver. The thickness is 0.3 millimeters. If you are translating to gauge, it's between 28 to 29 gauge. For me, it's an awesome thickness to create large surface hoops without it being too heavy on the ears. Here, I'm tracing the sheet 1 centimeter wide, and I'm cutting the sheets using a pair of metal shears. You can also use the saw blade, of course, but I just find it easier and faster to use the scissor. To make measuring more precise, I flatten the band with parallel pliers. The flat surface of the band is 7.5 centimeter long and 1 centimeter wide. And before working with the metal, of course, I need to remove the plastic protection. So satisfying. Right now, I'm going to file the edge flat using the power tool. Here, I'm using the sandpaper number 80. Very coarse, but definitely effective. But I just need to be extra careful. After I'm done with the 80 grade sandpaper, I am going to clean up the edges using the 400 grade sandpaper. Y'all, I don't follow rules for this. As long as the edge is smooth enough, I am alright with it. Right now, I am forming the band using the large diameter pliers. And the next is the fun part. I'm taking this doming punch, install it in the bench vise, and start hammering the circle band. I also use a smooth hammer so that it will bring out the texturing finished. This is the part where it will be hard to explain because there's no systematic way to hammer, at least not for now, because I'm all DIYing my way through this, making these earrings, and so far it works. I'm not ignorant though, there is for sure a good way to do this. One time, I will tell you, I saw a video of a man transforming a piece of copper disc into a beautiful jug using hammering technique. If I found it so amazing. Anyway, this is why I was making these earrings, because I was so inspired. If you are watching this and know about this technique and don't mind sharing, you're welcome to leave any comments below. My door is open for knowledge, you guys. If there's a name for this technique or a specific way to hammer some different direction, I would love to know. And I also promise that I will try to find out more about it and share it to you if I find it. At the same time, I'm trying to stay transparent by not cutting too much of the process here. If you watch closely, you'll notice I follow a system that works for me. After making several pairs, I've developed a simple rule of thumb. First, I'm curving the long edge to round it in, and then I shape the middle section so it looks slightly rounded. Ooh, finally, the hard work is behind us, everybody. Next step, for the stud, I used two pieces of 1 centimeter of 20 gauge wire. I'm sanding one edge using a power tool. Moving on to soldering the stud to the band, I like to set up everything on the table so I can concentrate fully on the fire. So here, the first parallel pliers holding the hoops, and then the second parallel pliers mounted on the third hand that is holding the stud. The tricky part is I need to make sure that the stud is right in the middle of the band. I'm using hard solder for this work, and make sure to put a lot of flux, particularly on the tiny 1 centimeter stud, which can melt easily if I'm not careful. If you are new to soldering, the rule of thumb is to point the fire on the components maximum for 5 seconds, and then move it away for a second before pointing it back again. Always check after soldering, and once they are fully soldered, let it soak in the pickle solution. And now I'm back to hammering. After soldering, the metal is very soft, so I want to harden it again. First, using the metal hammer just to make sure that the curve is smooth. And now I'm doing the second hammering by the wooden mallet in order to completely harden the hoops. Now I'm twisting the stud in order to make sure that it is hardened. Since I want these hoops to be hammer texture, I can just leave the surface as is, so I do not have to polish it. However, the pointy edges need to be rounded off, and eventually all the edges also have to be sanded down for smoother finish. I'm using two steps of smoothing off the edges. One is this orange bit that is rather coarse, And the last is this softest sanding bit is this green one that I sometimes even use it to sand off the leftover gold solder from Goldfield. The very final step is polishing the piece using the green compound and using the wool felt bit installed in the power tool. I'm not sure if it's a perfect substitute for wool, but it should have a similar density. After cleaning these pieces up with the soap, I'm stamping this pair with my maker stamp at the end. For you who are interested to know about this, I have talked about it in another video. I'm going to put the link on the description and you're welcome to check it out after watching this video. And that's a wrap. Here goes the result. They are already shipped to the owner. The only thing left of these earrings is the short clip promo shot that I did it right after these earrings being made back in July. What do you think about these earrings? It's called Selena earrings because it's from Selena Gomez. I saw her one time wearing a super chunky earrings and I thought that, oh my god, I'm gonna make the same thing like that. So they are available in my Etsy shop, and I'm going to put the direct link on the Instagram story. If you're watching on TikTok, then you need to go to the link tree. If you are on YouTube Shorts, you're gonna have to wait for me to show you how it's done, but yeah, I'm working on it. What do you think? Does it need to be bigger or smaller, or do you like it like this? Let me know in the comment below. Thank you. Well, Diary Keepers, this is it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your likes, your comments, and all your supports. I really appreciate it. This is still a very small channel, but you have no idea how much I have grown through this, and everything is because of you. Thanks to you for you who are supporting, who like, who leave comments. Bless you. I hope that you are not only watching but also making. If you would like to share it, I would love to look at it. And if you are opening an online store, it doesn't matter if it's on Etsy, Vinted, or whatever platform, and you would like to share it with me, you're welcome to put it on the comment below. Thank you so much. Stay creative, be kind to yourself and others, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.